Hi everyone, Amber Canoa here for Everyday Kentucky. We are over in Jessamine County today at Springhouse Gardens with Richard Weber. We're talking a lot of sun topics.
Yeah, with summer topics, and sun and shade. We kind of talked about both, but we have to be in the shade right now because it's a little hot.
It is a lot.
But these plants, these are cone flowers. This is the official flower of Lexington. So everyone is asked to plant cone flowers because they're just a wonderful native plant, native here to central Kentucky, and they're very cheery and they're easy to grow, but you have to know a little bit about them. So that's what we're talking about today. It's a very popular plant, but a lot of people have a lot of questions about it. So you'll see when you come out to any, all the garden centers and things, and surprisingly right now I don't have any of the very unusual colors. Typically, this is what oh, look at the bee on there. They're great for pollinators, but they're typically going to be this pinky purple, and it is called a purple coneflower, typically. But there's all these, again, we've talked a little bit about plant breeding. People are always wanting something different. So there's a lot of these coneflowers that have been bred to be, these really like magenta flowers.
Yeah, awesome.
And there's orange and yellow and purple and green. There's even green coneflowers. So there's all these different things, but a lot of those aren't necessarily genetically stable. So they're really fun to grow, and there's some that will come back year after year, but most of your coneflowers are going to eventually, after maybe even just a couple of years, kind of die down. And if you're really good at mulching and weeding, you might not ever see a coneflower again. So what I'm trying to teach everybody is when you are growing these, leave some area around your coneflowers. Like if you're planting 3 of them, kind of plant them, but leave some space around, and what you're wanting to watch for is little babies that come up. So instead of cutting all these old flowers off, leave these cones for the birds during the winter, and you'll get seeds that will drop because the birds won't eat them all. And watch in the spring for plants that are coming up around that are going to look something like this. This is when you don't want to necessarily weed everything. You need to leave little babies that look like this, kind of learn what plants are good.
Yeah.
And these will be coming up around some of these plants, because this one, I would bet in 2 years will be completely gone. And what's going to happen is that they basically will cross-pollinate, and they're almost always going to go back to something that looks a little more natural. So you're not going to lose coneflowers altogether. You might lose some of those really special colors and things. They might still come up from seed and everything, but I just want you to be aware of that. And if you're planning for pollinators and for native plants, look for the ones that are a little bit more on the natural side of things, and then you'll always have that pretty pinky purple. And every once in a while you could throw in an orange or a yellow, but it's hard to count on those more than a couple of years. So if you have questions about that, we have an extensive native plant selection, and we've got those back there. Like this one is just purple coneflower, just the old, like what you would find in the fields. It doesn't have any names to it, but one like this has been bred to be really dense and full. This one is called Pow Wow Wild Berry. So this is actually a cultivar, and we've talked about that before. But we have everything in between. So come out and see us. We're here all summer. We are going to be closed a little bit in July, so just watch our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and come out and see us.